Greetings, Keechlings. Keech Prime here with my live reaction of One Piece, Chapter 1171. Alright, let's see here. It's called Ragnar, so I came prepared. It's hammering time, baby. So yeah, let's see here. So we've got, why is there a cat on Zoro's head? But also, he's got kitty ears. A cat putting cat ears. Oh, on Zoro. Okay, that was the request. Alright. The wake of the fierce battle at Quest Castle. If Harald left the castle in that state, he would have brought great calamity to the world. Okay, so now we know the true reason how the castle ended up in the state that it is. We now know that Ragnar is apparently a squirrel. And my allergies don't want me to react. Sorry about that. I had a taste of that hopeless future during the battle. No matter how badly we wounded him, his body kept repairing itself. It's shocking to think something actually stopped him. So yeah, this... Did you know this sacred treasure would be that powerful? Okay, so yeah, we don't know what happened. We didn't get to actually see what devil fruit was Loki like transformed into. Like, is it a Logia? Is he like a Fenrir maybe? That's the main one I'm thinking of. But there's always been this, like, reality warping thing. I'm not sure. But, Jarl? No. I actually knew nothing about it. All I know is I got chills down my spine when I imagined what would have happened if Loki hadn't been here today. Okay, so they're all kind of worried that, like, what had happened leaves the castle. That's what everyone's really worried about. They're glad it got contained. When I joined excuse me, the phlegm got me. The God's Knights, it'll be a new dawn for Elbath. If you have any wish, simply name it, and it will be within your reach. Yeah, that pitch. You've truly endured a miserable, squalid life until now, my poor child. So, yeah, Shanks is realizing that he kind of got the same, like, little bit of a pitch that Harald got. He hates that mark. Forget your former life on the surface. The commoners down there don't even count as people. Shanks? Hey, Shanks. Stop it. What? That's a bad habit. You should never resent the circumstances of your birth. What? What? He didn't say anything out loud. How would you? Why did Harald have to die? He was such a pure soul. If only I had been faster. This isn't your fault. Listen, Shanks, you're here for a reason. Everyone's life has some meaning to it. You just gotta hold on. Is this what happens when you love your country too much? Okay, so yeah, now we're seeing the aftermath of the final attack from last chapter. This sucks. So, good lord, he just looks like a black mess on the floor. I mean, part of that I think is just his cloak, but yeah, he looks pretty gone. Though, is he dead? I don't really know. He was a rare ancient giant, enhanced with even more power and an undying body, so now we're in Marijola. Those traits made him a true monster, and yet he was still killed? Who could have? Is something unforeseen lurking on Elbath, so Eam is definitely aware of it. So this now actually, if Eam is like saying he died, then that means that it happened. Harald is truly dead. He's not hiding somewhere after that. So, okay. Because that was another theory I had, was like, where's Harald been the last 14 years? Because, like, there's been no talk of him, but he was a god's knight, the whole immortality thing. But no, Loki was able to kill him with the power of Ragnar in the devil fruit that he got. We should have the Abyss pentagram carved by Harald inspected. Carved by Harald? He actually did carve it in by hand. Okay. I remember them telling him to do it, but I didn't think he did it personally. That shall not be necessary. It would only result in the death of another knight. Every covenant comes with a price to be paid, even for Mu. Hmm. So we have the Gorosei here. He had no qualms about lowering his head to appease humans. All he ever sought was communion with other nations and people. Harald was a true aberration. And yet he was born with the blood of those savage battle-loving giants. Had he admitted, uh, had we admitted him into the government flippantly, his very presence might have destroyed it from within. Elbaf should never have known a king of his disposition. Forging a covenant with a cooperative ancient giant like him was an unprecedented opportunity. This disappointing outcome proves that history does not lie. We were always going to be incompatible. Never forget, Elbaf is of the D. The big D. As the case may be. Um, Loki, after this, the country will be in disarray. So, okay, so now we're back on Elbaf. Is this where you're going to want him to, like, become the king? To protect Elbaf from the government? I'm heading out to sea, old timer. I'll take the surviving soldiers with me. What about Harald's final request? Tell the people of Elbaf what happened here. There's no way I can tell them the truth. Just drop it, all of you. Don't speak a word of what happened here today. Oh. Excuse me. If we say nothing, who do you think they'll blame for all this? Also, the more we see of Jarl, I think there was a little bit of a design mistake on Oda's part, is because I'm pretty sure both of his eyes were visible when he had the sword in his head, earlier in the arc, and now it's kind of like an eye patch. It'll be the same as always. Say I were to become king, can you see me actually honoring father's ideals? I can only tackle this in my own way. With this ability, I'll settle the regrets of the old man and his soldiers. Oh, so he going out to sea to kill them motherfuckers. Don't be stupid, Loki. The world government is a big organization. It's even bigger than you. It won't be as easy as you think. Something big happened. Quest Castle was attacked, Your Highness. So, after that, I set out to sea. Heard him by the time you got... Okay, so now we're slowly transitioning into the present day. Heard him by the time you guys returned to the island. Everyone had already dubbed me Loki the Patricide. Oh, that's a new title. And I made no effort to correct that narrative, but... It's not like I was crazy enough to brag about killing him either. I just didn't want anything he stood for to be dismissed because of how things turned out. I love the size difference between these two bros. Like, Loki is sitting and he still is taller than his brother. With all that in mind, do you really think I should have told the people everything? He's telling the truth, or he's telling the truth, Harding. Yeah, I mean, you were there, yeah. Get it all. I get it already. I really didn't want to relive all this crap. Elder Jarl, always opposed to your execution. I can understand why you chose to keep this secret. Father choosing death in the face of the government's manipulation. The world government has been our enemy all this time. I wonder, what did they do to Father? Indeed, now they've sent more knights to Elbath, some with deep ties to Harald. Even Loki doesn't know all the details about Harald's dealing in the Holy Land. I can fill you in if you want. That won't be necessary for now, Yasan. Huh. Well, what is he now? Is it because of all of his interactions with them protecting Shanks over the years? We need no further reason to protect our country. Okay, so I guess the new warrior pirates are going to be staying home now. Loki, it seems we both feel the same way about Father. I'm sorry for everything. For the sake of Elbath, let's make a stand together. And he actually reaches out his hand to his brother. So this is actually good progress for them. But that's great, Loki. You can fight now. Luffy, you piece of... Oh, no. What the... what just happened? Why are there giant, what looks like feet or horns coming out of the forest? What just fell? Oh, okay, it's one of the nightmares. Okay, I figured it had to be, but I was like, wait, how big are they? I forgot. That's one of the monsters that was rampaging up there. They've got a ton of creatures running wild. Yeah, ton is not even the word for it, Chopper. Where did they come from? Isn't that a Dragul? Or I don't know how to pronounce that anymore. I never thought those were real. This will be a good warm up. Go on ahead, I'll just jump up. What in the world is that? So Luffy's just excited. What's going up? What's going on up there? Hurry up, Harding. Hey, hey, Loki. We admit we prejudged you when you called you a kin slaying piece of crap. uh, we're really sorry. So the new warrior pirates are trying to make amends. But this doesn't undo all those other things you've done. Harding's like letting him go. Shut up and go already. I don't need to hear you guys yap. Ah, this is the best. I can move. It's so freeing, so his shackles have been removed. I don't see a scene when that happened. Anyway, okay, Chopper's freaking out. Scopper, what do you sensing there? Uh, hey Doc, I know you want to take care of me here, but I'm worried about my son up there. Yeah, you have a good point. Be careful, Sanji. Wait, Sanji's just acting as a taxi service now. I'm sure that doesn't make Gabriel very happy. uh, I've got it. Where are you two going to stay? Weren't you two going to stay behind? What are you still doing here? She. I'm dying to see you fight. So Luffy's hitching a ride with him. Alright. Let's show him your power. Ragdeer. Squeak? Okay, so this thing's about to just... Wait. What? Ragnar can make ice? I thought... Okay. You've been hiding things from me all this time, you little squirrel bastard. What is this devil fruit? We need more information. Niflheim is the name of this attack. So, okay. What? A chilling attack, and there's a break next week, because of course there is. Anytime we actually get any progress. Oh, Lord. It was bound to happen. But yeah. Alright. So yeah. Learned a little more about the aftermath of the fight, obviously, and what Loki was trying to do and everything, but obviously none of that transpired in the way that he had probably ever hoped. Um, Still not fully sure when the whole him and Shanks thing and like got chained to the tree 6 years ago. That hasn't been explained yet. Um, so we'll still need confirmation on what transpired there. But he went out to sea, was probably going to wreak havoc, against the government. They tried to stop him. It just kind of occurs. Because I don't think they actually really convinced him, did they? um, Not that they could have really stopped him. So they already saw what power he was unleashing when he first used it. So whatever this devil fruit is super powerful. Jarl wouldn't have been able to stop him. Um, Both Shanks and Scopper were fairly well tired, but also distracted with their own dilemmas. Now that Shanks is fully understanding what is going on with, the mark and, just the God's Knights in general and everything, like that's coming back to really bite him in the ass. But oh boy. But now everyone seems to be mostly on the same page. There's less hostilities between the giant bros. The Straw Hats are mobilizing along. Well, the ones that were there anyway, hearing story time, are now mobilizing because crap is going on upstairs, and they gotta help deal with that. And actually, Loki might have shown off the easiest way to deal with this, which actually makes me think he's going to do a cool combo with Nami. Like, if the hammer's power can feed into Zeus, and they make like a giant snowstorm and freeze all of the nightmare creatures, that might be what resolves it until they can deal with the guy creating them. So, yeah, that might be their best bet. I don't know exactly how long the ice holds. We only literally just see Niflheim freeze it, and then it's just kind of frozen, and then that's the end of the chapter. So duration don't is unknown, but it's an idea. It's something to work with, given these things just regenerate or a new one takes its place anyway. So So tricky business coming ahead, but I that's at least what I would like to see. But we'll see, we'll see. Um, but yeah, let me know your own thoughts and opinions. Anything I missed, misunderstood, please let me know down below. Links down below for all my socials, including the collab channel. And yeah, as always, later days, and until next time, Keechlings, bye bye.